Welcome back here, everyone. I'm Eric Connor.
And I'm Stella Escobedo. The state is taking action as coronavirus cases continue to surge in California.
Governor Gavin Newsom has issued a temporary curfew, as you probably heard right now, for counties in the state's most restrictive purple tier. News 8's Evan Ronnie joining us now to explain when this curfew is going to take effect here and what are local law enforcement doing about this.
Yeah, Stella and Eric, that is going to take effect tomorrow. This, of course, comes down from Governor Newsom's office, applying to all counties that are in the purple tier, which really is the majority of the state of California, taking effect tomorrow evening just around 10 p.m. And the hours will be from 10 p.m. to 5 a.m. that curfew will be in effect. Now, what this applies to is pretty much any county that is in the purple tier between 10 p.m. and 5 a.m. All non-essential working, gathering, traveling will be prohibited. The big question on hand is how will this be enforced, though? Is this going to be enforced on the local level by city officials or by state officials? The question also was asked whether or not this was going to be a case of officers going door to door, checking homes. And the sheriff's department here in the county of San Diego made a clarification. Take a listen.
We're not going door to door out there. There's enough complaints. These enforcement operations are complaint driven.
As our case counts are rising at an unprecedented rate. We have daily totals approaching 1,000 cases.
So this curfew is almost identical to the one issued back in March, but it only applies to counties in the purple tier between 10 p.m. and 5 a.m. Enforcement, as you heard there, will come mainly from complaints made by residents, so they will then respond to those complaints. California Highway Patrol echoed the same sentiment, saying they'll continue to make stops based on probable cause and the sound judgment of their officers, while some cities are ramping up enforcement. For example, Chula Vista. Some cities are also pledging to stand down. The mayor of El Cajon has been a critic of the state and local handling of the virus. He's called this government overreach and says he will not instruct his police department to enforce it. County Sheriff Bill Gore has said if it becomes necessary, county deputies will issue those citations without any city assistance. That means that while some cities say they will not enforce these rules as strictly as they could, the county officials, both the county sheriff and county compliance officers on the business level, say that they will enforce this as strictly as they can. And the reason why they're ramping up enforcement is because of our rising case rate and rising hospitalization rate. Here in the county of San Diego, we've seen a 16% increase in hospitalizations over the last 3 days compared to the 3 days prior. Across the state of California, we see about 10,000 new cases each day, and that number is significantly higher than where we were even just last week or the week before. So this is what they use as justification for these new regulations, but it's really going to come down to how people enforce it, how families and homes enforce it, and how the county enforces it as well.